The Mercedes A-Class has been a big success for the brand, and the A250 Sport model we have here attracts the buyer who tries to stand out from the crowd. Just take a look at this diamond grille and these big alloy wheels. The B-Class is more like a small SUV. Benz calls it a sports tourer, and it's obviously designed to appeal to more practical buyers. It's sold pretty well here as well, and it's also pretty punchy in B250 4MATIC spec. The CLA shooting brake is actually a small wagon despite its silly name, and it's got the biggest boot of these three cars. This spec is the CLA 250 Sport 4MATIC. All three have 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engines with 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearboxes, and all three have identical levels of grunt. The A-Class doesn't have 4-wheel drive though, and the CLA is by far the most expensive. Sizing them up, the A is clearly the smallest and it can't claim the practicality of the other two, but smaller is better for urban dwellers, and that's exactly who it's aimed at. The B is taller, longer and wider on the outside than the A, and that translates to better space on the inside. The boot in particular is a highlight. The CLA shooting brake though has even more boot space. Both the B and CLA have boots that are bigger than some SUVs in the class above, and if you're loading in bulky items, the B-Class has a clever flat floor loading system when you fold down the rear seats. The B-Class also has its sister models nailed for backseat space, with good head, leg and toe room. If you regularly take adults on trips, or if you have tall kids, it's entirely comfortable, where the A and CLA are considerably more cramped. Up front, the B-Class gets a different media interface with an aftermarket-looking map system, but the most up-to-date menus. The B-Class is obviously a hugely practical car, but it isn't as sporty on the inside as the other baby Benzes. In the front of the A-Class, there are sporty bucket seats that add to the go-fast intent of this model. The A-Class gets an older style media system despite having a similar dash-top screen, with older, more pixelated map software. The CLA gets the same media system as the B and the same sporty bits as the A, so it's probably the pick if you value extroverted, up-to-date stuff. The A-Class feels a bit older and it isn't as practical, but it makes up for its shortcomings in the way it drives. Sure, it's front-wheel drive where the B and CLA are all-wheel drive and they have extra sure-footedness, but this one just feels more nimble and more fun through corners. It's clear the CLA shooting brake offers some of the good points of all three of these cars, although it is prohibitively expensive. The B-Class, well, it's the best pick for passenger comfort and practicality, but for mine, the A-Class remains the pick of the pack. It's the most fun and it's the most affordable. Let us know what you think in the comments section below.